Una remember say we been tell una about the live radio call-in wey happen for Imo State to mark Governor Hope Uzodimma 1 year in office for his second tenure. For those of una wey no fit tune in for the live program, we don bring the video for una to watch. Make sure say you settle down, relax and watch the video to the end so that you go hear wetin His Excellency talk. If na your first time to come across this channel, abeg hit that subscribe button and turn on post notification so that as we dey drop the videos, you dey get alert. Tell us what you think about this live program and which updates we want to see next.
96.1 Ozisa FM Owerri, 100.5 Heartland FM Owerri, 96.3 Zik FM Owerri, 98.1 Groove FM Owerri, 105.7 Zanders FM Owerri, and 98.3 Organic FM Okala.
And I am Ifi Onyebule. I'm the co-lead today and also a moderator. I'm telling you that today's program offers a very unique opportunity to interact with His Excellency as he addresses your concerns and things that you hold dear to your heart. So you're welcome.
Good afternoon, audience. My name is Faith Ubale.
Good afternoon. My name is Michelle Mukiri, the broadcast journalist from Excellency Senator Hope.
Your Excellency, could I invite you to make your opening remarks and then we shall begin to take feedback.
Distinguished audience, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, as you are all aware, tomorrow, January 15th, we will make it 1 year since I took out of office from my second tenure in office. And coincidentally, we also be marking Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration, which is a national event. So as part of the programs or events marking the anniversary, this gathering was arranged, among other things, to allow the stakeholders and members of Imolites the opportunity to interact with the government and ask questions, exchange ideas, and then collectively take decisions, and the opportunity for the government to offer explanations in areas we think that are not clear of our administration's policies and activities. So it is a democratic opportunity for all of us to express our views. It is my hope, therefore, that it will offer most of us who are here at this party the opportunity to make their calls and then forget to answer. Welcome, sit back and enjoy your flight.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
That's done. All right, let's go ahead with the numbers. As you listen, if you're ready, remember what we do. What you do is calling. Tell us where you're calling from. Introduce yourself, where you're calling from. Tone down on the pleasantries as it is. The numbers are 0701-279-8310. I'll take it again, 0701-279-8310. You can also call 0702-5 553-7126. That's 0702-553-7126. The third number is 0915-618-7220. That's 0915-618-7220. So when you get through your name, where you're calling from, you go ahead with your question.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And Happy New Year.
Today, where does it?
Yeah, because I'm a man who is very excellent for his talent and
You can find out how many days are going.
I'm a chido from another from where?
Gary?
Hello?
Gary?
I'm a man who is excellent for his talent and achievement. Now, I want to more great to his able. Now, yeah, whatever I am, I'm not going to with it. That is
Ọ dị mma nye ekele gị na ntụle nke gị. Ndewo. Excellency onye ihe ga-ekwu maka nke a.
Thank you. Chizuzo, nwanne nwoke Chizuzo Maazị Owere Nakwo. Enweghị ihe na-ama ịmata anyị sekuriti si bido. Ngwana mbọ anyị gbagbo sofa iji mee ka Chineke nyere anyị aka ka deti nwere ike kwụsị. And anyị nweta ọrụ result. Anyị ga-etinye effort tinyekwu ekpere na-ayọ Chineke na n'oge na-adịghị anya nye ihe gbasara sekuriti na kwụsịrị Imo steeti. Ndewo.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
One propose 1% for the needs of education. If you talk about 7.4 billion the needs of education, so thankfully the state assembly will need to about 40 billion, which is about 7%. But what notice that education is not a priority of the government that has allocated 1% of the state budget to the needs of education and to the state assembly. So this question is a carry of regular and behind who have more revenue than done and why you don't have to get more.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you very much. Is the question clear, Your Excellency?
Thank you so much, Chimezie. Ihe mmadụ na-ama Kayaka. The Western Road and the Okigwe Road in the center of the state capital. And under the urban renewal program of my government, we need to maintain the roads. All the streets are being maintained. And that is part of the program, maintenance program we are carrying out. Douglas Road is not excluded. I think it comes under the phase 2. The Ministry of Education budget is over 80 billion naira. What you saw as 7 billion is the overhead for the ministry. If you check secondary education management board, you see that they have over 18 billion. If you check the primary education institute, they have over 24 billion. If you check the 3 universities, Imo State is maintained and managing today. We are the only state in the
Is it true that they're not going to work on local schools? Which I don't want to know. The water in Syria, they're all going for it. Can you just, tell us what is happening to you and just drinking water? All of them are crying, begging. They are saying these people, their solution. Solution is there, incentive. And if I see that, compare. Thank you, God bless you, sir.
Secondly, promotion without incentives. I don't understand what you mean, but I know that promotion has become effective. By this January, what we call the consequential benefits of all promotions. Of course, you will agree with me that for over 10 years there was no promotion in the state. And what we did in order to protect the career of workers was to look at the cost benefit of updating promotion and what it will the amount to. We sat down with the Civil Service Commission and I agree that all the workers will be promoted as at when due, and that was what we did. The new salary structure to the new grades will be effective this January, and that is what we are doing, and we keep to that. And this is in keeping with the agreement with workers. Imo State University workers are not aware that there is anybody there that is not being paid salary. So if you have any evidence, please.
Okay. Good day, Your Excellency, sir.
Good day, Cynthia.
And what I really want to appreciate you for the platform you created to mark to engage you one-on-one.
Thank you.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
We can hear you, guys.
Okay, sir. So, I'm like to know about your agenda for this reference. Especially the plan to have to our people and how to use them to actively use them for them to
Are you through? Okay. Our youth program and youth empowerment from 2020 to date, we've been able to engage with skilled and non-skilled empowerment. Under the youth support program for artisans, recall that we supported our young men and women, some with 50,000, some with 250,000, total over 50-something thousand human beings. We did one at Nana Stadium, we did another one at University Stadium. Then we introduced the skill of payment, which is the mother of all empowerment for young men and women, which is also very elitist. All over the world, the new economy is the digital economy. So we have met many of our young men and women that acquire one skill or the other, digital skill or the other. As of today, we have empowered and certified 40,000 young men.
But you also have your feel on it and then your commitment towards establishing this agency. Thank you.
Thank you, Rejoice. If you go to our 2025 appropriation law, you will see that there's a provision, a budgetary provision for the agency you're talking about, and also the facilities, the cost of building the rehabilitation centers, and the recruitment of counselors to work in the agency. It is already contained in 2025 appropriation law. Thank you.
All right, just a minute. Your Excellency, Rejoice has led us very gracefully to our next segment. Since this is the hybrid town hall, we'd like to invite feedback from our professional and industrial unions here. We shall begin with feedback from the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC. The Nigerian Labour Congress is here with a delegation of 4 Congress chiefs, led by the Congress chairman himself, Comrade Uche. Comrade chairman, if you're here, please step forward and address the festival.
Your Excellency, the Comrade Governor of Imo State. Your Excellency, Happy New Year, sir.
Happy New Year, my fellow comrade.
On behalf of Imo State workers, I want to congratulate you, Your Excellency, because 5 years ago, it was like a film, and today, I'm happy that Imo workers are attesting to the good leadership of Your Excellency, because I'm expecting that the questions will be very high, but unfortunately, what I'm hearing today is we want to thank you, and the workers of Imo State want to join to say thank you, because you have given us a good leadership as far as the workforce is concerned. Like who could leave the hall, the Excellency will make a pronouncement to that effect. As I'm talking to you, Your Excellency, over 5,000 or 6,000 workers of Imo State have been retiring on a monthly, yearly basis. And as at this moment, you can go to the office and say that the level 12 and level 13 officer or level 14 officer are the ones carrying mails and doing the jobs of junior workers. And that has created a lot of vacuum in the system. So we want to appeal, Your Excellency, to please kindly give approval for waiver of employment of workers. That we know that Your Excellency will do. Already I know Your Excellency have just made mention of it, that by this January, every public servant in Imo will begin to enjoy the minimum wage in Imo. Thank you. I will just run up by this final request, because I know Your Excellency have already mentioned it, which I'm also assuring the workers of Imo State, by this January, we'll all be happy on the implementation of the minimum wage of Imo State. I expect workers to be happy about it. Thank you, Your Excellency, and God bless you, sir. Thank you.
That's very important. I'm sure that you've actually spoken the minds of quite a number of persons. From the NLC, of course, we go straight to the Nigeria Union of Pensioners. It's a four-man team, but it's led by Sir Dr. J.B. Uzodimma, the State Chairman, Nigeria Union of Pensioners, Imo State Council. Are you there?
I am.
2 minutes, please. 2 minutes.
Your Excellency, sir, I still remain Sir Dr. J.B. And with me, my core member, the State Union, Nigeria Union of Pensioners. We don't have We don't have much to bother you about, except to say thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, because you have done what many people before now refused to do for us. More than 10 years or more before now, no gratuity. I hope I say the truth. And you are paying now. And you are continuing to pay. May God bless you. You have consistently paid us as and when due our pension every other month. We want to thank you again, Your Excellency. There's no room for unnecessary victory. And promise that there will be peace among the pensioners. You promised us that you are going to upload us into the health, and we're there. We are waiting. We are waiting because it's a good gesture. The facts appropriated to themselves and said, rat and cockroach exit. But today, you just told us we said so much. Savings. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's a thing worthy of emulation, and for us to thank you for making such gesture. Savings of about 10 billion, you told us. and you are paying. We are happy. I want to say thank you. For those of us that have not received their own gratuity, now that you have started, Your Excellency, please, we want to support you to ensure that in no distant time they all will receive their gratuity. And for some of us that are yet to be killed too, the system, that is the pension proper, but there are still many people complaining that in the last 5 years or thereabout, that they are not receiving. And in fact, as we left the office now, so many of our members that have not been killed into the system are still complaining. And we assure them, because you are known for talking and doing what you say. Because you are a promise keeper. Please, help us so that we won't die, particularly those of us that are not yet there. Because an injury to one person, to all of us. Please, one pensioner, all pensioners, because everybody here wanted to have a pension. So I want to thank you, Excellency. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Imo State, distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma, I stand on the already established protocol. Your Excellency, first let me commend you on the good work you've been doing in Imo State. A few days ago, I took a ride to Okigwe, and it took me a few minutes to be there instead of hours. And I know the same is with some other roads in Imo State. So I commend you on that. Your Excellency, we as lawyers have some problems, and I know the problems also affect the entire state. Your Excellency, as we are now, the Imo State Judiciary has no chief judge or acting chief judge. Your Excellency, this is so critical. The judiciary is an arm of the government, and by the provision of the Constitution, the office of the chief judge is provided for. And where the person occupying that office is unable for any reason to perform that function of the chief judge, Your Excellency is mandated by the Constitution to appoint somebody to act in acting capacity until such a time a person will be appointed to that office. Your Excellency, since November 15th, that office is vacant and is affecting a lot of things. Your Excellency, a lot of letters of administrations are pending, and people cannot access or collect their letters of administration because it needs the order of the chief judge or the acting chief judge for that. It's frustrating a lot of people, Your Excellency. So we request, Your Excellency, that if a substantive chief judge cannot be appointed for now, let an acting chief judge be appointed immediately, Your Excellency. We are requesting. It's a request, Your Excellency. Thank you. Still on the judiciary, Your Excellency, we need improvements on some of the infrastructures there. At the new High Court complex, the GGI or Giaco building that housed the chambers of the chief judge has a lot of cracks. An integrity test needs to be conducted on that building because we don't know the strength of it. We're always afraid whenever we are at that building. Your Excellency should send experts to go and look at that building and know what to do with the building. We're also appealing that the road that leads from Hospital Junction to the High Court complex should be touched because a lot of people come to the High Court from different states, and that is the only way they can assess how the government is doing, what the government is doing on roads. So we are appealing that that road is looked into. It's less than 0.3 kilometers. So I know Your Excellency will do that. Another thing, Your Excellency, is the absence of a commissioner for land in the Ministry of Land. Your Excellency, is also affecting the business of lawyers and other people, the Imolite. People cannot register their land document. You cannot do search. There are pending applications there because there is no substantive commissioner for land. Your Excellency, we are also appealing to you to look into that and appoint a commissioner for land. It will help the state a great deal, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, we also talking about the condition of service of the magistrate. I want to thank Your Excellency for collaborating with the federal government in improving the condition of service of the judges of the High Court and the higher bench. Your Excellency, but the magistrate and chairman of customary courts in Imo State, they are also doing the same work, but their salaries and allowances are nothing to write home about. Your Excellency, we appeal to you to also look into that. We believe you will look into that and improve their services, Your Excellency. Thank you. We commend and congratulate you on your completing the 1 year of your second term. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Can I take now from the national level conference? Okay. The conference which Nigerian level conference, I want to thank you for the commendation. But I want to give you draw your attention to the situation we were in 2020 when I came here as a governor. My first visit out of my office was to the Secretariat building, where the workers were operating from. And you agree with me that when I came, it was like a ghost town. There was nothing in terms of civil service. And we took time to recover, try to recover what we were able to put in place today. And now there is a civil service in Imo State. That is the first achievement. And now Igbo workers can wake up in the morning and go to their offices and get back. Free transport. And when I came, the 30,000 naira minimum wage was not being implemented. I started the implementation from 18,000 to 30,000 in 2020. Unsolicited. After COVID, I moved from 30,000 minimum wage to 40,000. In 2021, I had a conversation with the leadership of Nigerian Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress on how we must come together. The backlog of salaries were so much, and we had no nominal role. We didn't know how many workers we had in Imo State. I called the head of service. How many workers do you have? He said, these are not. I said, where is the nominal? After so many months, there was no nominal. And now I decided to embark on the enumeration. And that is what brings me now to the issue of automation. By the time we finish automation, of course, there is no system that is perfect. When you do your calculation in project management, you always provide at least 5% plus minus. No doubt, some people were not captured. No doubt, some people also came with falsified documentation, and the system rejected them. So we took it from there. I continued to intervene here and there, to encourage workers, encourage civil servants, permanent secretaries, and all that. We try to billion. When I got 10 billion, I started. I've spent very close to 20 billion already to pay that. Pay that. It is a public document. And we're going to pay. But what I don't want to do is those who are not in the pension payroll, those who are not pensioners, who are not getting salaries, it will be wrong to admit them and pay them gratuity. I think the best thing to do, those pensioners I already know that are receiving their allowances. Let's finish paying their gratuity while we continue to process new claims. And to be able to process new claims, you don't just come and say, the pensioner retired 200 days and I put your name. No. The pensioners, of course, are decided because this group of people spent their youth serving the state. And the value of money when they resonate with them. Now you know you are an Alamba association, you know the event that led to the vacancy created in that place where there is no chief judge. It wasn't an ordinary retirement. It was a disciplinary action from the Nigerian Judicial Service NJC. And then there are some communications as a governor. I cannot act because I had news from the streets. So I'm waiting for that public communications to get to me. Hopefully by this week, we are hoping that because of the holidays, we will not get yet the proper communication. When we get the proper communication, we will appoint an acting chief judge. At the same time, unfortunately and coincidentally too, the JC, the tenure of the members expired. But I don't have a judicial service commission now. I'm yet to constitute. And maybe at the end of the week or during our next week, we will constitute our judicial service commission. It is, yes, in the governor's place to appoint an acting chief judge. But if you sell your dog and use the money to buy a dog, something that's too superior. If we don't do proper security screening and took any kind of person at that point, knowing what happened to the person who just left, we may fall into the same trap again. So I don't think between the end of last year and today that it's too much time. There's an admin judge now assigning cases. And then I will, by the grace of God, between now and next week, appoint an acting chief judge for the state, pending when the JSC is constituted, and I do the follow due process in recommending a substantive chief judge. You know, the role of the governor in the constitution is to appoint, but the recommendation must come from the NJC. So for now, I'm waiting for the communication. And once it's here, I'll just do it. I'll even go for it between now and next week. I'm not able to travel because of this anniversary of tomorrow and the Armed Forces Remembrance celebration. So that is that. Now you talk to Commissioner of Land. It's like you don't listen to news. I am the Commissioner. This man is in position of mercy of God, and that person is in position of mercy of God, and that person is in position, and people going into government lands. Encroachment became the order of the day, to the extent that the white paper that was gazetted, land returned back to the owners. Some people are still fighting those owners due to lack of respect to the rule of law. So the only way is, it's not as if I don't want land. If I don't want land, my relations or relatives may also want land. But I've resisted all that action because I don't know how to do some things that are not decent. So we have to introduce a computerized platform. We have deployed one of the best land administration platforms, AGES. By the time we flag off next week, everybody that claims to have land in Imo State will come back for the certification. When you come now, if you have with federal government, we will cash you. If you are with, we must return all the land back to the original owners.
Amen.
And any document, any of who have taken the law, the House of Assembly has passed it, making it mandatory for every title document in Imo State to be ready certified. And I'm listening to all the banks not to lend any money to anybody on the basis of title documents from Imo State until it is really certified. The reason is because how can one man in the state have 500 schools? And some people don't have even a small plot to put where they live. So it's greed. So we must eliminate that greed. So lawyers should be patient with us. You know, you people like when there are crises and you are saying, we want to get this done. You were here now, somebody called and said, why are we doing work on Weather Road? That the road is good. And then the building that the court that is standing that has not fought that, coming to go and start rebuilding it. You think those people will not call it while I'm trying to build a house that is standing that has not fought that. So, all those things, but we have gotten that complaint from the judiciary, and we are sending structural engineers to do an integrity test on the building and see how best we can reinforce the pillars of the nations of that road. The other things we talked about the road. And the road is a going concern. I'm sure we'll do all that by the grace of God if we get money. I must use this opportunity now to thank the courage of President Bola in removing this fuel subsidy. Because why are people crying fuel subsidy removal, fuel is expensive? It's because it is not being explained well to our people. After the removal of fuel subsidy, state governments now get more money. Otherwise, where will I get money to do all these roads? Where will I get money to pay gratuity? Politicians who knew.
That's very patient. Just let's take time and move them out. That's the number. This is 0701 279 8310. The other one is 0702 553 7126. And the final number is 0915 618 7220. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
What's your name?
My name is Bettina. I'm calling from Oshima.
Okay, go ahead with your question, please.
Please, I want to open your. Please, I don't know if you are aware of the issue that is going on in Imo State University.
Yes, there are many issues there, most of them.
The one that the difficult that we are
why did you come into the school through back door?
I'm not coming to the school through back door.
Your name is not on the official.
I know the government that they never told us anything about this, so we have to wait to when we are almost done. And we shall spend a lot of money starting from our first like very, very difficult for our parents to start from. Like, look at our parents now, some of them are good people that people really. Please, if they can just try, please, sir.
Okay, what we have done, they brought the matter and I met with the VC. The management of the school actually, they are not happy that most of you did not get admission officially to their play in the school. You pass through one third party or the other. But seeing that 5 years is a lot in the life of a lady, I've told them to see what they can do to give you some penalties to pay and then formalize the admission so that they can. Just in World Bank. World Bank was one of the earlier routes that the government awarded the contract. The contract failed. The contract did not perform. So we were trying to recoup the work and then possibly award the new contract. And we want to do that using this construction system. I wrote. All funding. We are doing the approach joint venture between most state government and entities. But at the cost of 35 billion naira, I've wrote Imere Road to Port Harcourt and Umudi Road, to the 3 roads to cost at something billion between Imo State government and the NDC. We had funding challenges, but as at late last year, we've been able to pay the contractor, and there is money now. I think work is going on there now. This is your senior brother Hope Uzodimma. Talk. Speak and hear it. We need to live by money.
All right, let's take another call. Hello? 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 Yes, good evening. Who's calling? Hello? Well, with you, just go ahead. Go ahead. Hello?
to desist from that. Henceforth, we have set up a team to monitor all public assets. Anyone caught henceforth vandalizing, stealing, or removing public property from this location will face the wrath of the law. Thank you.
Your Excellency, there are certain interest groups that you have to hear from, please. 1 minute each. The NMA, please come forward.
We are here today to thank God for your leadership in Imo State. We thank God the way you are piloting the affair of this Imo State. All the positive people in this state can see everything. Can see everything you are doing. We thank you. On behalf of the National Council, we thank you for the appointment you gave to the women. Even the last election, you made us proud. We say, may God bless you. And we are asking more as the Oliver Twist we are. Please, sir, we have a land and we don't have office. That land, we're supposed to have office there. This is our 4 years in tenure, but we don't have any place for our meeting. Please, sir, do something for that our land. And we thank you also for the bus you gave us that help us to do our work. May God bless you in Jesus' name.
Swan, your Excellency, NANS, Nigerian National Association of Nigerian States. NANS. If I don't get Swan, Sports Writers Association of Nigerian States.
Your Excellency,
Please hold on, please hold on.
Your Excellency, the Youth-Friendly Governor of Imo State. Your Excellency, my name is Comrade Hope Uzodimma. I'm the State Chairman, National Youth Council of Nigeria, Imo State Chapter. Your Excellency, because of your time, I want to be brief. You have done a lot for Imo youth, and Your Excellency, please, we want to make an appeal to you, sir. You have done a lot for Imo youth. You have given us skills. Please, we want to make an appeal so that you create a platform where these youth who have gotten skills from your leadership to be mentored into the path of success. Because if you give someone skill and they didn't guide that person to the proper channel, the person may mix his path. Your Excellency, again, we want also appeal to you. We used to have youth development officers at the various local governments in Imo State before, but today we don't have youth development officers at the local governments, and that's the reason why most of your youth programs have not been seen at the local government. So those people, the essence of having them at the local government, so that they can make the youth activities at the various local governments to be seen. Your Excellency, lastly, I want to also appeal to you to look into the subvention of the youth groups in Imo State, so that we can be able to have a smooth running programs in Imo State in line with your 3R administration matter. Thank you, Your Excellency, and may God bless you. Let me also thank you for appointing so youth in Imo State. Thank you, sir.
Yes, we'll start from we have taken note of their appeal. We'll do something. And I'll do my best to give you more women.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I do not want to go into what the NLC chairman already said. When you talk of Norge, you are talking of the entire Imo State. We are legion, but we are many. We occupy the nooks and crannies of the 27 local governments in Imo State. I want to thank you for partnering with us and for working with us. Before the advent of autonomy, you had already granted autonomy to the local governments. But I want to plead for one thing. I want to make real your promise of decentralizing the payment of salaries to the local government level. By so doing, you will authorize the existing functionaries to monitor absenteeism, to monitor truancy, and to monitor abscondity. Last Christmas, you graciously approved the December salaries and 13th month before 20th of December. But as I speak to you, over 1,000 staff of the local government have not received their December salary because of that centralized payment. On behalf of all of us at Norge, we will thank you for all you do, and may God bless you. Again, you have given other people buses. Norge does not have a bus. For your records,
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Imo State. Good evening, sir. I'm here with my ESCO. We are complete. We are here to say thank you for the bus you have given us. Truly, the bus has truly dignified our association. I also want to thank you for making a former award chairperson the head of service. And we plead that you graciously make her a substantive head of service. Apart from that, sir, I have one request. My members, most of them are freelancers. They are not gainfully employed. So I solicit that Your Excellency do cue them in the palliative measures embarked by the states.
Chairperson, thank you very much.
And also, sir, I want to request for a courtesy.
We have to return to the calls and take one last one. Please take.
Thank you, His Excellency. My name is Adok. I'm representing Ratawu. In my GM Karma, we need a courtesy call. His Excellency, we love you. We can't stop loving you. We need a boss. We need your attention. ATA could give this live coverage, a TV coverage. His Excellency, this.
We also want to set up local government systems to align properly with our receiving salaries and all that, so that the local government service commission will be empowered to do their job very properly. So, yours is an association to manage the welfare of your workers. If there's anything in terms of welfare that's not going well, bring it to my notice and address it, including payment of salaries. Now, the custom visit, please, Commissioner for Information, please schedule Naoji for their custom visit. And Natoyo, you 3 times you said you love me. Yeah, I love you back. So, please, Commissioner for Information, please work with them very well and see how we can differentiate their facilities, particularly their life coverage, their OB ban and all that. And then NAS, please, can you, Commissioner for Youth, please, can you work with NAS? I want to support them, please. So let's work it in a manner to be doable.
As you don't watch this video, so don't forget to comment, like, share, hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so that once we post any videos, so you will get alert. Until we see you now for the next one.